So, very good afternoon to one and all who has joined us in this online faculty development program, which is sponsored by All India Council for Technical Education and organized by Ballarpur Institute of Technology, Ballarpur. Uh, we welcome all the attendees with all our heart, and we also welcome our honorable resource person today, Dr. G.K. Awari. I would now like to take this opportunity to introduce our honorable speaker, Dr. G.K. Awari, sir. Dr. Awari sir has received his engineering degree from RT Nagpur University and his master's degree from Thapar University, Patiala, Punjab, both in mechanical engineering. He has done his PhD in computational fluid dynamics from SG Amravati University in 2007. He has total 25 years of teaching experience at undergraduate, postgraduate, and research level, and 10 years of experience as an approved principal of TGPCD Nagpur, which is affiliated to RTM Nagpur University. His skills have been strengthened due to important experience at Shri Sant Gajanan Maharaj College of Engineering, Shillong. He is recognized by AICTE as Margadarshak for NBA accreditation of Menti Institutes. Recently, he has also been empaneled as a member in AICTE expert team. He has 3 patents and 1 product developed for Mahindra and Mahindra Nagpur to his name. He has total 19 Scopus Index journal and 213 citations, 33 international journal publications, 22 international conference publications, and 11 national conference publications. He has authored total 8 books, 2 books with CRC Press, Taylor and Francis Group, London, and others with renowned international publishers like Mercury International Publication. He has represented India in education fair at Colombo, Sri Lanka, and has also traveled to SCGI University, Malaysia on academic assignment. He has contributed in the development of academics as a board of study member at Awari University, Awari University, and RTL Nagpur University. He is presently a board of study member in GH Raisoni University, Sai Kheda, MP, Yeshwantrao Chauhan College of Engineering, popularly which is known as YCC, a very renowned autonomous institute of Nagpur. He is also board of study member in RTM Nagpur University and chairman of board of study in automobile engineering at Government Polytechnic Nagpur. He is also a recipient of Best Principal Award and Best Paper Award at various international conferences. Dr. Awari sir, we are glad that you accepted our invitation and agreed to be a resource person in part 2 of this faculty development program. So may I now request you to please start the session.
Thank you, Abhijit, for giving me the opportunity to share my some of the views. Okay, already we have seen the talent management. Okay, also we have seen the overview of the various teaching pedagogies which is being adopted in the modern technical education, and also we have covered up the change management. So today's my topic of discussion, basically it is the crisis management. Okay, crisis has come because of the corona outbreak in the country, maybe on the corporate sector as well as on the various sectors as well as in the education sector also, because the teaching faculty members also they are being suffering because of the crisis, and in such situation having a crisis management is very important part for all of us. So let me check that, let me present my slides. So is it visible? My slides are visible?
Yes, sir. They are visible.
Okay. At the outset, the honorable management of the Ballarpur Institute of Technology, Sri Sanjay Ji Vasade sir, and the principal of the institute, Dr. Rajnikant sir, for taking the initiative to organize the such kind of faculty development program for the benefit of the faculty members in the various technical institutions. So it is really a great thing that during such a lockdown period or corona outbreak in the country, the Ballarpur Institute of Technology is taking the initiative to organize the such kind of program for the benefit of faculty. So let me start with the quote of the Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, that education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. So, my dear colleague, that the person Bharat Ratna Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, who has given the complete defense program, ISRO, DRDO, and shown the vision to us to become a self-reliant, he says that education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. So therefore, it is very important that what kind of education we take and how we develop it. This is the topic of the crisis communication in education. Now the you can see that the many more news channels are rushing toward the person, and he has to respond to the all new challenge. So in case of the crisis also, everyone will look at you, okay, and it is up to you how you can manage the crisis. Some of the time in the crisis, even people they finish also, means they vanish their business and they are not able to cope up with the challenges of the crisis. They cannot come out of the crisis, and because of that, even the many of the company they have lost their survival also. So therefore, crisis is being important in every, because we know that there are so many engineering colleges and the polytechnics are there in the country, and the demand for the product, what I can say that the demand for the engineers, it is. So in such situation, how to survive our organization, that is the most important part. Because if you do survive in the crisis, naturally when no crisis will be there, okay, then you can perform it better. But surviving in the crisis, communication is important part for any organization. So this kind of crisis all over the world, if the crisis is going on, the yesterday or maybe in this week only, the election of the president of the America, okay, it was held. Who will be there, we don't know. Okay, but at the same time, what is being happening that the America also, they have restricted the entry of Indians or Pakistanis or any other foreign country people to perform the job or to accept the job in USA. So in such situation, okay, due to the corona outbreak, many of the people they have lost their life, they have lost their job also. Okay, they are jobless, they are here and there, they are moving for the job and try to overcome the crisis. So due to this unsudden, what I can say, the pandemic of the COVID-19, the crisis has arisen throughout the world. Okay, in India also the crises are there. So in education sector is also not left from the crisis, and then we have to think of the policies, defining the policies, overcoming the crisis, so that we can be in a better position to survive and grow our institution. So our approach to the crisis is very important. Okay, if you take it negatively, naturally you will lose. If you take it positively and find opportunity in the crisis, then we can grow and we can respond also. So there are 5 types of approaches or the responses which the normal people give under the this kind of disaster. Okay, so what is denial? Okay, denial is that, okay, maybe will all blow over. Okay, means the people like keep on thinking that now everything is over due to this disaster, everything is over, what to do next, it is not known. Okay, and maybe they, such type of people, they even lose the complete business and complete company, as well as they may finish with their life. So complete denial is there. Okay, the second kind of thing, the anger is developed. The how dare anyone to criticize that we are the victims. So anger is developed. Okay, in one third category, that is bargaining. Please leave our Facebook wall out of it, which means that they start bargaining in the crisis, and their communication is like have win-win situation for both the parties and the bargaining. Okay, some of the people, okay, that what to do, what will this do to our brand, means they keep on thinking about the crisis instead of taking some action, instead of taking some initiatives. out of the box so that we can survive, we can grow. Okay, they keep on thinking that this will going to affect our brand, and they will be under the depression. Okay, so their brain also stop thinking when they are in the depression. And last category of the human being is nothing but we accept that our lawyers will draft the heartfelt non-apology, which means that whenever any crisis are there, we need to accept that. Okay, the crisis, that how we respond to the crisis, okay, what is our approach is important. So therefore, we have to accept the crisis. Okay, we have to understand the crisis, and accordingly, we should be able to manage the crisis, and we should be able to. So, what is crisis? Critical event or point of decision which is not handled, okay, in an appropriate and timely manner, okay, may be turned into the disaster or catastrophe. So basically, the crisis means critical event or point of decision which is not handled in an appropriate and timely manner, okay, or not handled at all, which is turning into the disaster catastrophe. So let me show you one video of the crisis management.
We travel far to get you.
No, just around the corner.
I'll see. I'm just going to tell if yeah, back in June, we'll start.
Okay. Thank you. Cheers.
So try to see that the person goes for the interview in a company, and he sees that wall frame is tilted one. So he tries to make it in the correct position, but that frame has fallen down and it has broken into the pieces. Okay, now see that because of the small decision, the crisis has arise. Now look at this one. Okay, which was there. Okay, drawing which is being disturbed, and it is being wait now. Okay, and now it is being distorted. So see that now what he has to do. This is not the task which is given to the person who he has gone for the interview, but he is trying to put the ball frame. So next drawing he has prepared another. At that time, his his boss, or we can say that the person, interviewer person, he has come and he look at this frame, and he knows that again it was tilted one, and trying to make the correct position.
So, Peter, what is your experience in crisis management?
Good question.
So, so in this video, basically, it is being shown to you, okay, that the small situation in our life, small situation in our life, it creates dealing or adjusting with the crisis is important for us. So let me go to the my presentation slide again. Okay. So, what is crisis? A critical event or point of decision which is not in an approved turned into the disaster or catastrophe. So the crisis is different from the conflicts, okay, and problems in the sense that they are manageable and affect the quality of the pass out to a meager extent, that too for a very short period of time. So whenever the crises are there, basically these crises are different that of the problems or the conflicts. Okay, conflicts can be there in the organization, problems can be there in the organization, but crisis is different one. Many of the and we should be able to adjust with the crisis. So the quality of pass out is not permanently and continuously affected by the problems and conflicts. Okay, conflicts and problems are not considered as to survival of academic business of the institution, but crisis is considered as threat to survival. Okay, which means that the problems or conflicts are there in the organization, even in the technical institution, they are not the threat to the academic business of the institution, but the crisis can have the academic hamper the academic business of the institution. For example, the each year you are getting the 600 admission, your intake is 700. Each year you are getting a 600 admission, but all of a sudden pandemic period, your institute was able to get only 100 admission, which means that the crisis has arisen because of the only 100 students. There is a loss of the fee, so fees of 500 students in an organization. So in such cases, the crises even are dangerous for the survival, and they are very dangerous for any organization, and it should deal with seriously and cautiously. So therefore, the pandemic period, the COVID-19 outbreak in the country caused the many crises in many of the organization, whether it is a technical institution, whether it is a non-technical institution, or the any kind of corporate company or the multinational company, the crises are there. So when the crises are there, it is and we have to think that okay, how to deal with the crisis. So Brand Solis has defined the crisis communication as crisis communication is a branch of PR that is designed to protect and defend and usually from a reactive response facing a swelling public challenge to its reputation, brand and community. All that required to ignite a negative firestorm is a spark from a single voice or an congregation. So this is what the definition of the crisis is there. Then what are the characteristics of the crisis? Crisis can be diagnosed on the basis of its distinct characteristics, and it affects the whole institution. Okay, for example, I am taking here any private company not employs the pass out of a particular technical institution would affect the employment of pass out of other institution. For example, okay, in the olden days, maybe 2 to 3 decades ago, in the advertisement itself, it was written that the students passing out from this institution need not apply, or they will not be preferred. Okay, so therefore, this kind of crisis is there. Okay, it is going to affect the others also. Then the placement of certain branches. Okay, if we are not able to place the students of say mechanical engineering, civil engineering, naturally it is going to affect your institution placement in other branches also. Therefore, it affects the academic of the institution, and even they can lead to the closure of the institution. So because of the crisis of admission which is being happening in India in many of the states as well as in Maharashtra state also, this kind of doing, they are stopping the functioning of the institution, and they are closing it down. So it requires a huge resources and efforts to fight with the crisis. Crisis creates another crisis or significant problem. So institutions should be prepared to fight with the crisis, and institutions should have the policies to come out of the crisis. Crisis can come at any moment of time. Pandemic period has come in 2020, but last year no such pandemic was there. Okay, last year in 2018 also it was not there, but still the problem of admission is there from last 5 years. So therefore, dealing with it correctly and finding out the solution for the crisis is very important. It creates huge during, before, during, and after, and welcome damage so that different course of action can be decided. Okay, and it negatively affects the institutional members, promoters, beneficiary, and clients for a longer duration. Whenever any crisis comes, and naturally it is going to affect negatively to the all institutional members, promoters, and the beneficiary, and it is not giving the results in favor of anybody. So therefore, okay, the crisis team to deal with, and we must have the policies to deal with the crisis. Sources of crisis. Okay, what are the various sources of crisis? That educational institution work in an open environment. There are number of stakeholders affecting the academic and non-academic business of the institution. Students are not only the stakeholder. Okay, even we are also the stakeholders of the organization. Okay, and there are parents, students, industry person, those who are recruiting your students. So there are several stakeholders are there. Okay, and during this crisis, stakeholders are affected. Adverse effect of stakeholder over a period of time may get combined and create a crisis situation. Okay, if the students of your institution are not getting placed, zero placement is there, even if you are getting the good number of admission, but this zero, it may have the effect onto your admissions also, and it creates a new situation, new crisis situation for you. The employees do not feel the magnitude of it because they are involved in various dimensions. Okay, employee may not be having that kind of thing. Principal feel the, or they will experience the crisis. Abrupt change in government policy or employers market may lead to sudden crisis. Okay, whenever any technological changes is there, whenever is being changed, so naturally it can leads to the what I can say, that it can leads to the crisis. Wrong decisions of management or the governing body, this can also be source. Okay, many of the management, they do not know how to take the decision, how to come, and ultimately the college is closed down or the organization is being stakeholders or the internal stakeholder. These are again all sources of crisis. Stakeholder wise is given, and type of crisis which is created from the stakeholder. For example, government,
Hello.
no permission for opening the institution, leading to hello.
Hello. Yes, sir. Sir, in between your voice is actually breaking, and it is like breaking for a long
Okay.
time. So
Okay. So let me check now. So shall I again stop presentation and go for the again presentation?
sir, I think it is more about net connectivity. I think so. I'm not very sure. Because right now when you were talking, it was
It
your
is
voice
due to
was
the net
breaking.
connectivity.
Yes, must be.
Now it is there. Now can you listen to me?
Yes, now it is very clear. Presentation is clear. Yes, presentation is clear since the
So
beginning.
government, the due to the stakeholder of government, that is type of crisis created, no permission for opening the institution, leading to wastage of huge resources. Okay, ते डोंगलचं झालं आहे का? आपलं इंटरनेट चालत नाही वाटतं बरोबर. सरांना विचार तिकडे होत आहे का काय? So government no permission for opening the institution, leading to wastage of huge resources. Statutory body starting the new program, no accreditation of the program, change in rules. Okay, so maybe the change in rules are there, huge resources, huge infrastructure is being created, but it is of no use when no program, no new program can be added. University stakeholder side, the outdated curriculum, lengthy procedure and delayed procedure, it takes 6 to 10 years span of time to update the curriculum. Okay, therefore it creates a crisis because outdated curriculum when you teach to the student, naturally, okay, employers, that is no employment or underemployment. तिकडे त्याच्यावरच करताय का? आपलं इंटरनेट चालत नाही. नाही आता तर चालू आहे सध्या, मधात बंद पडते का चेक करू. Admission of low grade students requires more faculty time. Okay, so promoters, that is withdrawal of business leading to unemployment or social crisis, investment, no modernization or infrastructure, no professional development of faculty and staff. So basically the promoters also, they loses the interest in the institution because of such kind of crisis. For example, one of the renowned Pune, okay, you might be knowing, it is heard that they are due to the admission crisis and due to some or other policy, they have started the perfume factory in the Singapore, and they have invested the money in the Singapore, and they are withdrawing their investment inside the technical institution, and because of that the crisis has arisen. Okay, so no modernization or infrastructure, laboratory is not being modernized, then no professional development. Okay, so this is also the promoters also create a crisis for the organization. From the employee side, that is a non-availability of professional faculty and staff, strikes, or the poor interest in academics, mass retirement, or poor interest in study, massive dropout, retaining cost of pass out is very high. Okay, sister institution, high level of competitions, conflict and challenges are there among the sister institution, and for name of employment guarantee, flexible programs are being introduced by the foreign universities or the private training center, and also the location of the colleges. So these are all various crisis sources of create a type of various crisis, because you look at the colleges which has been remotely located. Okay, they are not able to perform, they are not able to attract the student, because what happens, their brand name is not developed at the what is being happening, that the students are finding the place in the city area only, colleges in the city area. So maybe the colleges which are in the near vicinity of their home or which are in the city places, they are getting, but the colleges located in the remote areas, they are not getting the admission. So therefore location has to be very proper. Okay, and it should be there while designing the curriculum, while designing our the crisis look like to your organization. That is a product issue will be there, service issue will be there, financial issue will be there. Okay, that discrimination, harassment, employee misconduct, executive misconduct, board management, board misconduct, facilities issue, natural disaster, mistake, accident, injury, protest, coordinated external and external campaign. Types of crisis. Okay, product issue will be able to perform, it is having drawback. These issues will be there. Okay, we always look for the after sale service. आफ्टर सेल सर्विस मतलब प्रोडक्ट तो बेच देने के बाद लगती है, मेंटेनेंस लगते हैं, वो नहीं कोई ऑर्गेनाइजेशन प्रोवाइड करना चाहते. So therefore, after sales issue, that is service issue will be there. Financial issues, employee misconduct. These are all types of crisis. Okay, and we have to see that what does a crisis look like to your organization. Okay. Then the response to crisis. Okay, either fight or the flight. Okay, it is up to you which response you have to give, whether crisis or whether to flight with the crisis. So basically, the fight or the flight response means when our fight or flight system is activated, we tend to pursue everything in our environment as a possible our survival. We may overreact to the slightest movement. Our fear is exaggerated and our thinking is distorted. So fear becomes the lens through which we see the world. Okay, for example, in the month lockdown was there, how we have seen to this crisis. Okay, instead of saying that कि ये 2020 तक ही रहेगा, निकल जाएगा, we started thinking, many of the people started thinking now everything will vanish world will be there, okay, and no human being will survive on the earth. Okay, likewise, they started thinking. So this is because of the fear amongst them. Okay, they have the fear that everything is going to vanish now, will finish. So your response, whether to fight or the flight, okay, is depends upon the crisis also, and also, okay, in the crisis we have to deal with, and we have to start fighting with overcome the crisis.
Sir,
Then fight or the flight in
sorry to
a,
interrupt. I think that that voice discontinuance in voice is again and again it is happening. So we can
okay,
try if that is okay for you. We can try once disconnecting and then connecting back again. Maybe that
okay,
will work.
okay, yes, yes.
All the attending members are requested to please be with us. We are trying to resolve a technical issue. We could not hear the voice of our honorable resource person continuously. There, the voice was breaking again and again, and that is the reason we have requested him to.
हो कनेक्ट आहे आता कनेक्ट केलं मी हॅलो हा आवाज येत आहे का
Yes, sir.
हॅलो
आवाज येतो. Yes, yes.
अच्छा ब्रेक नाही होत आहे ना सध्या
नाही
आता
आता ब्रेक नाही होता.
बरं ठीक आहे ठीक आहे ब्रेक झाला तर सांगाल परत
येस सर.
आता मी
सर ब्रेक होतोय. आता तुम्ही बोलले तर ब्रेक होतोय.
अच्छा ब्रेक होतात हा नाही आवाजाचा आहे ना नाही आता याच्यातच जातात क्लिअर याच्यातच करतो केलं का मग
कॉन्फ्लिक्ट नाही होणार ना
हा
दोन्ही याचं कॉन्फ्लिक्ट नाही होणार ना
ते पाहायला लागतं मला जात नव्हतं त्याला हे करा ना ते हेडफोन होते ना हे इथंच कुठं अलमारीत कुठे या चालू हे इकडे चाबी लावूनच आहे
आपलं हे काढून दिलं
तुमचं
वेब
हे काढून घ्या हा
वेब काढून
हा
फक्त हेडफोन
हॅलो आवाज येतोय ना हॅलो
हॅलो.
हाँ आवाज येतो क्या
सर क्लियर नहीं आ रहा. बहुत लो वॉल्यूम है अभी. ऐसा लग रहा है बहुत दूर से बात कर रहे हैं करके.
आवाज खूप लो
हाँ
आहे
खूप लो आहे. असं वाटतं की खूप लांबून बोलताय.
बर एक मिनिट मी हे करतो परत हेडफोन Hello.
Yes, sir.
Hello.
Sir, voice is very low. असं वाटतं की खूप लांबून आवाज येतो.
Hello. Hello.
हॅलो. येस सर.
आवाज
नाही सर, खूप लांबून येतो. एकदम कमी आवाज येतो. खूप लांबून आणि एकदम कमी येतो. Sir, earlier the volume was good, everything was good, but it was not continuous. The voice was breaking, and I suppose it must have been breaking because of low net connectivity or something like that.
Okay.
Because the internet speed is low or something like that. त्याच्यामुळे होतं सर असं वाटतं.
इंटरनेट कनेक्टिव्हिटी मुळे
हा, इंटरनेट कनेक्टिव्हिटी मुळे किंवा स्पीड कमी झाली असेल, जास्त लोक लॉग इन असतील. विदाउट हेडफोन व्हॉल्यूम खूप चांगला होता.
आता येतोय आवाज येतोय?
नाही सर, इट इज व्हेरी लो, व्हेरी लो सर. All the members are requested to please stay tuned with us. We are experiencing some technical difficulties and we are trying to resolve them. Please stay tuned. It won't take more than a couple of minutes, is what I suppose. So please stay tuned with us.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Now it is loud and clear.
Hello. Okay. Thank you. Hello. ते सोनिकचं आपण त्यांच्याकडे दिलं होतं का? डब्यात आणलं होतं ना आपण, आठवते मला. इथेच ठेवलं होतं, अलमारीत ठेव म्हटलं होतं ना, या आवर. कारण हे नाही, आपण आणलं होतं मग डब्यात टाकून इथेच ठेव म्हटलं ना. घरी नाही आहे, घर मला माहिती आहे. घरी जे मी घेतलेलं आहे पर्सनल तेच आहे घरी. So the flight in a business crisis, that is the overreaction okay, defensiveness, aggression, paranoia, anger, okay, and the tunnel vision. Okay, so fight or flight in a business crisis, this can be there. Okay, then the crisis communication plan. Okay, that is planning for potential issues when we are in a thoughtful and coherent frame of mind. Okay, so first aid kit, for example, crisis management, any type of crisis accident can occur in the organization. So naturally, we have the first aid kit prepared for us, like a crisis communication plan. Okay, so fire escape plan in the buildings itself. Okay, the fire escape plan is there. Then the hurricane plan. Okay, lecture. Okay, hurricane plan. So this kind of plans can. So crisis is equal to danger plus opportunity. Okay. So crisis basically it is nothing but the danger plus opportunity. Okay. So some of it as a danger, and some of the people they try to look at it as an opportunity to grow. So therefore, the crisis, danger, and the opportunities will be there. Okay, what you take as an opportunity or the danger, that depends upon the organization. In crisis communication, disaster response plan. Okay, so crisis communication plans basically do the right things. Okay, utilize the established operational and emergency call, and are never final. Means we have to keep on changing. Okay, continuously adjust to meet current realities. Set schedule for regular reviews and update, and quarterly and the biannually. Okay, the policies which is being developed in the crisis. Okay, it is not final. Continually, we have current realities, and we have to schedule the regular reviews also. Maybe the quarterly or quarter objectives of the crisis communication, that is minimize the impact of crisis on option and target audiences, minimize the amount of time spent focused on the crisis internally by our constituents, and regain control of the situation as possible. So whenever any crisis arises, we have to minimize the impact of crisis on the operations and target audiences. For example, our corona outbreak has stopped the operations of the for 1 month or 2 months. Okay, then whatever the loss of the production is there, loss of the sale of the product, okay, market of the product, okay, that we have to recover it. Okay, we have to overcome this crisis. So this is being done by the many of the industries, but even then, the small scale industries, they are not able to adjust, and they have their operation also. So the minimize the amount of time spent focused on the crisis, regain control of the situation and the conversation as quickly as possible. Okay, so crisis communication approach. Okay, these are the various approaches of the crisis communication. That is anticipate. Okay, identify potential, monitor the areas of risk. Okay, prepare it, define key information in advance, respond and react quickly and efficiently, and utilize standard processes and the procedure. So the crisis communication, these are all the approaches are. Okay, that is we need to prepare for the crisis. Okay, defining the key information in advance, responding and reacting quickly and efficiently, and utilize the standard processes and the procedure. Because if you try to trial and error method, then it will be overcome the crisis. Okay, so trial and error method, it may not work all the time. What you need to do is that the crises are of different nature. Sometimes some crises are type B crisis is there, type C crisis is there. Accordingly, we have to react it quickly and efficiently. Okay. So threat analysis is there. Okay. So these are the brainstorming areas of the threat. That is what is likely to happen. Okay. Then the typical expected issues within your organization, a negative outcome of your day-to-day operations, issues you and your counterparts or your competition have experienced in the past 10 years is to be done. Okay, that what is likely to happen, what happens basically next. Okay, whenever any crisis is there, typical expected issues within your organization. Okay, negative outcome of your day-to-day operation, and your counterparts or your competition have experienced within the past 10 years. Means whether the such type of crisis has arisen earlier also, maybe 10 years, 15 years back, and what kind of decisions were taken during that period of time. So what is the worst thing that could happen? That is areas of big risks that we have to find out, and the showstopper. So this is what it should be identified. And then once you identify the risk, sources of risk, okay, then the monitor the areas of risk. Okay, that is incorporate discussions of threats, brewing situation during regular internal meeting, add as a standing topic on management meeting agendas, because many of the time, okay, ignore which has come and we don't even discuss also. For example, okay, the last year the college admissions are not good. This year, what steps should be taken in the standing meeting? Okay, this agenda should, and then accordingly everybody should put their effort to come out of the risk. So for this purpose, okay, listening is very important because traditional media is there. Okay, Google alerts, RSS feed, social media, all these things, employee and customer grapevine, which means that listening to each and everyone is important in case of the crisis. Maybe some persons are giving the good ideas under the threat analysis, which will survive your institution or the business, and which will have the growth of your business. Okay, so manage issues before they become the crisis. Okay, so how to manage the issues before they become the crisis? That is minimize the threats. Okay, whatever the analysis, that is strength, weaknesses, opportunities, and the threat. So in the threat analysis, try to minimize the threats, try to study the threats and try to manage the threats. Okay, proactively pursue the solutions to solutions will be there. Okay, to the potential issues. It is not like that any problem comes with the solution. It is already said that the God has provided you the life, okay, on this earth with the solution. Okay, many of the people that they have only problem, they don't have the solution. So for each and everything, the solution is available. So proactively pursue solutions to potential issues, make changes to prevent potential problem. Okay, as quickly as possible and directly. Okay, some people, some organizations are not able to take the decisions quickly, and they keep on lingering the topic, lingering the decision, and because of that, the organizations. Okay, so addressing the problems quickly and directly is required. When issues arise, address them directly and immediately. Okay, and follow organizational policies and procedures for the later. Okay. Okay, so in the crisis situation, that put the public first. Okay, which means that keep your stakeholder informed if any kind of crisis is being arising. Crisis has been there in the institution or the, take responsibility for solving the problem. Okay, and be honest. Okay, monitor news coverage and telephone inquiries. Means we have to be regular updated. Okay, and whatever the alert systems are there, whatever the things are there, okay, keep on listening to them. Okay, try to put it in the practice to monitor the news or the newspaper coverage, and then telephone inquiries. Okay, try to monitor that, and never say no comment, which means that if, many of the time when somebody gives the some kind of suggestions to come out of crisis, instead of listening to the suggestion, we say directly say that no, not, it is not possible. So once any idea is being created, never say okay, never say no comment. Okay, try to look at it and then try to analyze it whether that idea is able to take us out of the crisis or not. provide a constant flow of information. Okay. Providing them the constant flow of information is very important. Communicate with the key publics and be accessible. Okay, some of the people, some of the human being, whenever any crisis come, they hide themselves. Okay, either they will go into the depression. Okay, bank employees are also asking for the salary. Salary is not getting not getting released. So in such a crisis situation, okay, you cannot hide to the you cannot hide to your employees or your subordinate or the people those who are working under you. So be accessible. Try to communicate with them in the crisis and be accessible. If you are not accessible, okay, then the crisis communication cannot be perfectly. So the crisis communication teams are there in the organization. Okay, that kind of teams has to be there. What kind of teams are being prepared for the crisis communication team? That is spokesperson. Okay, naturally, who is giving the complete information in the media. Okay, that is spokespersons are being appointed. Even for the political party, the spokesperson is there because what is happening internally, it should not go to the outside world, and the correct and the information should only reach to your stakeholder. So for this purpose, okay, it is required that the crisis communication team is being required. Okay, जैसे कि एक आधे इंस्टीट्यूशन में एडमिशन नहीं हो रही है तो रिमर्स आ जाते हैं कॉलेज क्लोज हो गया करके या फिर दे आर क्लोजिंग डाउन. इन सच रूमर्स और इन सच केसेस अगेन जो कॉलेज मैनेजमेंट ने सोचा ही नहीं है कॉलेज बंद करने का, उसको भी ये कम्युनिकेशन में क्या हो जाता है, वो कॉलेज को क्लोज की तरफ या उस होता है. So therefore, identifying the spokesperson, media relation lead, it is important in the crisis communication. Then the social media lead, okay, communication counsel, legal counsel, and the frontline lead and the team. So these are all the 6 types of teams can be prepared under the crisis communication. And crisis can come on in our personal life, crisis can come in the organization, anywhere the crisis can come. So therefore, these 6 type of teams can take up crisis and initiate the processes also. Okay, so this is what it is being required. Then the next part of the communication team is operation lead, board liaison, employee liaison, founder liaison, volunteer to national organization and the parents and the other. Okay, so these are all the various teams that the institution or the organization must have. Okay, that is dealing with the board, liaising with the board, then employee liaising for crisis is there, that communicating with the all these people very effectively and coming out of the crisis is a best part. Okay, let us see the case studies versus the study of companies versus the educational institutes. Okay. So case study of crisis in airline industry. So we will take one case study of airlines company. So how they are communicating basically. Okay, that is Virgin Atlantic, that volcano or okay, 3 hours 30 minutes of this whole music is more than I can take. Okay, could gone to the airport and back in 3 times. Okay, so maybe that Virgin Atlantic Airlines has collapsed its operation, and the other flight maybe by 3 to 4 hours. Okay, and then the crisis has arisen because businessmen were supposed to travel in these Atlantic Airlines, and they are waiting for the flight to fly. Okay, and move to their destination. The crisis has come and airline stopped the functioning. So in such cases, communication with your stakeholder, communication with the it is being done. Okay, for example, Virgin Atlantic on hold for 3 hours 15 minutes. Does the cancellation have to be done today or there is a better time to call? Okay, so do thing, if my flight been cancelled and I want to choose the refund option, still on hold. Okay, so mm, so why aren't, okay, the customer asked that have you have been on for 3 hours 24 minutes, why aren't airlines communicating with the customer? Okay, so it was expected that they should communicate with the customer. Okay, you are doing the right thing, our agents will arrange refund, okay, rebook you with, like, hold on. So such kind of crisis can be there. Okay, and Virgin Atlantic also, the case study which you are taking up. Okay, they had a crisis that the aeroplane was not operating maybe for the 3 to 4 hours. So we know phone lines still very busy. Extra staff added to call center and airports, and doing our best appreciate the patient. So this is what the reply there, that is cancelling your trip because of ash or put down the phone. You can't do it online. Okay, call centers can't handle that many requests. Need for alternative communication method. So if you get through, you shall then be placed in queue. Okay, you may want to try later. So there are such type of crisis can be there. One of the um, personally that I would like to quote here. Okay, that I think when I was at Shigaon Engineering College, that time some official work, I went to the Mumbai, and in Mumbai my return train was at that was the Vidarbha Express. That time Duronto Express was not there. Vidarbha Express was there, and we were on the railway station, CST railway station, about 2 hours ago. Okay, and when the time of the train has reached, okay, we have been communicated that the train may not start today. Okay, reason being not known to us. Okay, maybe more than thousands of people from the Nagpur and other part of, they were waiting for the Vidarbha Express to start. They were having the reservation in that train, and finally nothing was told to us, and the train has not arrived on the CSC. That is Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj terminal. Is over, 2 hour is over. Okay, after 7:30, maybe night 10 o'clock it was there, and then suddenly we were worried that how to travel, where to stay. Okay, and the crisis has arisen. The Indian Railway, okay, Central Railway, I can say they have announced somewhere around 10:30 in the night that the Vidarbha Express could not go today, and it will not be operative. Maybe because of the heavy rainfall in the Mumbai, and the roads has been blocked down. Okay, it was done, and then finally we have been told that. Then we were worried whether our refund will be there, whether alternative train will be there. Okay, they were not able to tell. Told us that you will get a refund since you are not traveling in that particular train. Okay, file your return, you will get the refund of the your amount which is being spent for purchasing the ticket. Then one train is there from the Kurla Howrah terminus. So we rush to the Kurla Howrah terminus and catch one train over there. Okay, which was supposed to move to the Nagpur only. Okay, and then okay, somehow we have traveled during that period. Okay, with the help of the another train. But communication, if the communication would have been done earlier, जैसे कि 7:30 बजे अगर विदर्भ एक्सप्रेस छुट्टी है तो आधा घंटे पहले ही उन्होंने डिसीजन देना था कि this train is not going to start today. Okay, taking the good decision and then informing to all the passengers. But it did not happen, and there was a crowd of the people. Even people were in the mode of fighting with the railway official, and they were also not coming. Okay, what will happen, and ultimately maybe 1,000 passengers have suffered on that day. Okay, now there is no second option to the railway, so therefore they could survive. But for example, okay, जैसे कि हमारे देश में ऑप्शन नहीं है, हमारे पास में कोई सेकंड रेलवे प्राइवेट कंपनी की नहीं है, उसी तरह का हमारे देश में जो इलेक्ट्रिसिटी बोर्ड है, लाइन चली अगर जाती है, इफ देयर इज फेल्यूर ऑफ द पावर सप्लाई, इन दैट केस वी डोंट हैव एनी ऑप्शन. आज हम so we are dependent completely on the state electricity board, similarly Indian railway. Okay, so therefore they are surviving. Otherwise in the crisis, okay, if you are not communicating properly, dealing with the crisis correctly, then in that case the organization cannot survive. Okay, जैसे कि अभी टेक्निकल इंस्टीट्यूशंस है, टेक्नीशियंस तो बहुत सारे हैं, बच्चे एडमिशन लेने वाले बहुत कम हैं, ठीक है, और कॉलेज साथ में प्रॉपर कम्युनिकेशन नहीं किया, प्रॉपर पॉलिसीज नहीं डिजाइन की, ओके, प्रॉपर पॉलिसीज इंप्लीमेंट नहीं की, तो इन दैट केस क्या हो जाएगा कि फिर हमारी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन सरवाइव नहीं कर पाएंगे. Crisis management, crisis communication is important, and in every organization, whether it is a technical institution or whether it is the industry, it is required. Let us see the 5 C's of effective crisis communication. That is clarity, okay, concern for our stakeholder, concerns for our customers, clarity of thought has to be there. Okay, whenever any decision is given, it is not like a vague decision is given, the clarity of thoughts is required. Then you must take you to the any, okay, so control over the crisis and the confidence to deal with the crisis and the competence is being required. So these are all the 5 of the effective crisis communication. If you have concern, clarity, control, confidence and competence, okay, then definitely we can come out of the crisis. So this is the another case study of KLM Airlines, okay, how they are dealing with the crisis. So again their flight was cancelled because of some or other reason. Okay, then Patricia Shell, that's what you call customer service. Well done. Okay, so they should all take lessons from KLM. Okay, I can't watch the video on my iPod. What's the content? Okay, so therefore the CEO of the company, okay, it is they are communicating with all the passengers, those who have booked the flight. Okay. Short video which is being sent to the their passengers as well as their customer, so that he says that we will get started immediately. Okay, even though some crisis was there, video message of our president and CEO Peter Hartman. So Peter Hartman, they float the video immediately and ask everybody to take care of the crisis, and we are getting it started immediately. So this is what the Facebook messages was there. That is my flight should have departed already but has been cancelled. What should I do once flight curfew? Okay. All started passengers are currently being rebooked as quickly as possible by KLM, their travel agent. Once you have been allocated a new flight, you can find this information, okay, or under manage. So there are several questions. Okay, so what the organization need to do anytime the crisis can arrange. So what these people they have done, okay, KLM Airlines, they have not only floated the videos which will be informed to their passengers regarding the crisis has arrived, and then giving them the alternative options of flight. Similarly, question answer tab added to the Facebook, क्योंकि अगर 1000 पैसेंजर अगर ट्रैवल करने वाले हैं तो पैसेंजर्स के प्रॉब्लम भी एक ही जैसे होंगे. If they keep on calling on phone, naturally your phone lines will be busy and you will not be able to give the proper answer, and your HR, your manpower will be completely busy in handling the passenger. So immediately they went to the Facebook, okay, and KLM Facebook FAQs are there in the menu of the website. Similarly, the crisis FAQs can be there, okay, and their answers are given. मतलब पहला क्वेश्चन दिया उसका आंसर दिया फेसबुक के ऊपर है, तो अभी सेकंड उसको भी इसी तरह का प्रॉब्लम आ सकता है. So they no need to call them, okay, just they can refer to the Facebook or the video, and they will find the answer. So how long will it be before all started passengers are able to fly? Okay, मतलब कितनी समय लगेगा अभी चालू होने के लिए? Okay, you are getting started, but how much time is being required? So the similar kind of questions can be there in the crisis, and through the Facebook, through the social media, the airlines can give communicate with the people. Okay, this is the Lufthansa second airline. Okay, that is it is currently not possible to reach our Lufthansa service team. Okay, and however you may contact our local reservation teams. Okay, contact information may be found. Contact information is being given. We do realize how frustrating situation is, and can assure you that we are trying our best, also with the help of extra staff, to minimize the waiting time. Unfortunately, we are experiencing volume that there are still waiting time. Okay, we kindly seek you for your understanding and your patience, which means that you cannot take up the call each time or the each passenger, trying to communicate with them with the help of the Facebook or the social media or through the videos. Okay, and then the proactive posts are being given. Okay, किसी ने क्वेश्चन नहीं पूछा है, लेकिन try to put it in the place of the passenger, and try to see that what kind of questions they face, what type of problem they are facing due to the delay of the flight, okay, or due to the cancellation of the flight. In such cases, proactive posts are being required. So meet the 6 that have been record growth amid COVID-19. Okay, we will see that the COVID-19 outbreak is there in the country. It has hampered the all type of businesses, including the technical institution, because right now in the technical institution, okay, no admissions are there. From June, we were supposed to have the next academic session, June or July, but the June or July is over and the next session has not been started, and the environment due to the COVID-19 lockdown, it is uncertain. We are not able to decide that when the colleges are going to start in the physical mode, when the students are going to pay the fees to the institution, and when the salaries will be released. So the crisis has surrounded us because of the COVID-19 lockdown. So under the COVID-19 and how they have grown up, that we will see. So let me check that whether I am audible or not, whether my screen is visible or not.
Yes, sir, you are audible, and screen is also visible.
Am I?
Just it is just that right now
Okay,
we can
thank
see the entire presentation. I mean the entire window we can see.
Okay. Okay.
But up to now it was on slideshow, so that was
Okay. Hello. Now slides are
yes, sir.
visible.
Yes.
Okay. So Byju's. Okay. Many of you knows the Byju's. Byju's product is India's earliest and the most valuable edtech educational technology startup. Saw a 7.5 million new users on its platform since it started offering free access to content. Okay, and the time spent on its app minutes to pre-lockdown period to 91 minutes. Means during the lockdown period, Byju's has seen the growth in the business. मतलब time average time spent by the it was period, and now it has gone to the 91 minutes. Okay, so many of the students in the country, all of you know that Byju's is having the learning app right from the 5th standard to the complete information is given in their app. Okay, it basically for the mathematics and science. The small tutorials are being created. Okay, multiple choice questions are also being given, and students learn due to Byju's, because students are not going to the classes, physical mode classes are not going on. So the Byju's is playing the important role in increasing their business and their screening time. Okay, screen time has increased from 70, which means that Byju's has taken it positively, lockdown period as a positive one. Okay, and they have seen that this is the opportunity for them to increase their business. Okay, they have not thought in a negative manner. कैसे करेंगे, okay, Byju's का learning platform कैसे sell करेंगे. Instead of that, they have decided the policies of the online marketing. Okay, instead of reaching to the people home, okay, पहले कैसे door to door वाली उनकी system थी, and they will hand over you the complete package. Okay, means that tab and along with the learning app. Okay, but nowadays this is not happening, and they have decided the different kind of mechanism success taken up in the lockdown period. Okay, that is the great learning. Said that its annual revenue rose 150% to 325 crore. Okay, as the coronavirus lockdown boosted demand for learning courses aimed at equipping professionals with the new skill. So the great learning, uh, they have also increased their annual revenue by 150. Because of the corona lockdown, the people cannot take a training. Okay, they cannot go in the physical mode. So therefore, okay, they demand for the learning courses. For example, many of the people were not knowing. Even I was not knowing. Still, Jamshedpur is having a learning app. Okay, and in that app, the professional courses like Industry 4.0, like a IoT application, artificial intelligence, then the robotics, then the total quality. These kind of courses are available in the learning tutorials of the Tata Steel Jamshedpur. ये बाकी लोगों को मुझे भी जैसे तो पता ही नहीं था. I was knowing that such kind of things are there in the Tata Steel. Okay, so these courses of 1 week with a price of ₹1. Okay, ₹1 में उन्होंने offer की. I have also taken up the 1 week course on the Industry 4.0 in the Tata Steel Jamshedpur, and the many people got attracted toward the website of the Tata Steel, and their business has increased. Now they are charging 350 rupees, 600 rupees for particularly for the 1 week course. This means it is like a free of cost. They have increased their business. So the great learning also, they have raised their annual revenue by 150%. Then Vedantu is an interactive online learning platform that Vedantu witnessed a major surge after it announced support to students with free access to its learning platform during the COVID-19 lockdown. So Vedantu also the learning app. Okay, they have also announced free of cost support to the student, but now they are selling up, and it is found that their business has also gone up. Okay, then board the edutech startup has seen its revenue by 400% in FY20. It recorded the highest growth in terms of monthly revenue in the lockdown months of April and May, expanding 30% March numbers. Okay, what was there in the March? Okay, the 30% growth has been seen by the board Infinity. Then An Academy, that is a 2020 STech platform, An Academy recorded massive growth, previous record in terms of revenue, okay, video news and the watch time. Okay, so this is all the growth which has been happened. Okay, in the this particular edutech startup. Hello, chair class. Okay. Breaking all previous record in terms of revenue, videos, and the watch time. Then the Mumbai-based HTech topper, okay, has seen 100% on a monthly basis with free user engagement, witnessing 100% spike. Okay, these are the various organizations. Those have seen the growth in the during the lockdown period. Well, okay, let me show you one of my. I will check whether it is visible to you or not. Is it anything is visible on your screen?
Sir, it is showing sign in with Google screen. It is giving us that screen.
Okay, okay, okay. No, just a minute. I think it is not visible. Huh? Okay. So
Sir, what is to be shared?
I want to share. Okay. Shall I send you on WhatsApp?
Yes, sir, that can be done. I will try and check if I can run it here.
Yes. 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 It's a PDF file is there. My own example, which I am informing participant.
Sir, PDF file can be shared by sharing complete screen. If you are sharing your complete screen and if you are looking at that PDF, then we will also be able to see the same video.
Okay. Initially, that file is to be kept open.
That depends, sir. You can first open the
Hello.
file. Yes, sir. You can first open the file, and then from present now you can select your entire screen, and then whatever is on your screen it will be visible. So if you go to the PDF, we will be able to see the same PDF.
So now I will go for the um, sharing my complete screen. Huh? दिखाई दे रहा है कुछ?
अभी तो नहीं दिख रहा है सर. अभी शायद आपने प्रेजेंट नहीं किया सर स्क्रीन. कोई भी प्रेजेंट नहीं कर रहा है. Sir, do you want me to share the PDF now? If you say, I can share it now.
Yes, yes, yes. If it is possible from your side.
Yes, yes, I will
Okay.
share.
Then just
Is it visible, sir?
no. Now it is coming up.
Okay, okay.
रजनी हा म्हणजे स्क्रीनवर सध्या काही नाही आलेलं आहे पण प्रेझेंटेशन असं येत आहे.
मी शेअर केलाय सर स्क्रीन आता. आता येत आहे?
शेअर केलं प्रेझेंटेशन असं येत आहे खाली पण त्याच्यात प्रेझेंटेशन नाही आहे.
Just a moment, I will try once again.
Yes,
I think I will have to
yes,
download
yes,
it.
yes.
Sir, now is it visible?
Okay, let me.
If
Yes, it is visible now.
okay.
Okay. Okay. So thank you, Abhijit. I thought that we are giving the example of the how crisis the opportunities by the Vedantu and by the great learning, even by the Baijus, how they have come up with the crisis and how they have developed their is their business. So I thought that let me quote my own example that during the lockdown period, what is being happened. Okay, because in the beginning, the Abhijit has told you that I have authored the various books. Okay, for the CRC Press, Taylor and Francis Group. Similarly, I have authored the book for the New Age International Private Limited, Delhi. And during the lockdown period, the books, it was almost nothing was there because we were not supposed to leave our place. We used to live at home, okay, taking care for the coronavirus. And we were also worried that how the sale of the book will be there. So what our publisher has done, okay, he has come up with this kind of e-platform, okay, the platform for digital content. And in this particular platform, it is given the free of cost offer is there, so that the books can be made available to all the students for the learning. Means the e-books, okay, hard copy of the book, okay, it is being converted into the e-book. And with this e-book, okay, the students. So this is one platform for the digital content by the New Age International Private Limited. Okay, and combinedly it is being started by the Prentice Hall of India, Lakshmi Publication, okay, and the other book. And you can take up this address, download the app in your mobile phone, and try to see the book. I have authored the two books for the this particular publication, that is that is nothing but the hydraulic machinery on the Prentice Hall of India. Similarly, okay, the strength of material, this is also another one book I have identified. So all the participant, they can go to this particular website to download the app, okay, and try to search it. Our books are available in the e-copy, okay, so these books are available at a free of cost for a 3 month, okay. E-copy is there for the hydraulic machinery. The kind of student, those who were referring to this book during the lockdown period, because of the e-copy made available to all the participants, the growth of the New Age International, it has increased, and many more viewers are there of this New Age International, and the people started looking for our book. Okay, so this is just an example, like a Vedantu, like a Baijus. These are what I systems are being provided by these Vedantu great learning, okay, and the also the Baijus. At the same time, okay, the sale of our ebook, it has been increased, and for 3 months, this is the what I can say, the marketing strategy, that for 3 months these books are being offered. So you can go to the this particular website, download the app, and under the app you can search my name to find out, okay, the books written by me, okay, and its e-copy is available at a free of cost. So for 3 months, it is available at the free of cost. Naturally, it is costing something. Cost of the book is 1,000 rupees. So what I can inform you at this moment, that the crisis which has arisen because of the lockdown period shifted from hard copy of the book to the ebook. And also during the crisis, we have seen that, okay, we should be growing the sale of the book, okay, and many more students got attracted towards books authored by us. So this is what the crisis is there, how to deal with the crisis. And you have to think as a opportunity, because crisis comes out of, okay, it is danger and the opportunity is there. How you look at it, how your response is there, how your approach is is there, that is more important, and you can overcome the crisis also. Okay, so Abhijit, thank you very much. Let me share my screen now.
Yes, welcome, sir. I have stopped presenting, sir.
Okay. Yes, yes. Thank you. Okay. So I think my screen is visible, isn't
Yes, sir,
it?
it is visible. Yes, yes.
Thank you. So this Mumbai-based tech startup, okay, it has seen the 100% growth in payers on a monthly basis with free user agreement, witnessing a 100% spike. Okay. So what is being required to deal with the crisis management? The crisis management strategies, that is proactive management. Okay. Designed using internal strength and the weaknesses. Okay, that is proactive management is being required to deal with the crisis. Okay, because mission vision of the institution go. Okay, and we know the internal strength. Okay, so many of the institutions in the country, they have shifted to the online education method right in the March 2020. जब हमारा लॉकडाउन डिक्लेयर हो गया बिजनेस, ठीक है, और ऑनलाइन एजुकेशन सिस्टम्स चालू कर दिए गए. ठीक है, सो प्रोएक्टिव एंड व्हाट आर द स्ट्रेंथ, व्हाट आर द वीकनेसेस, so to deal with the crisis management in the pro and the reactive management, that is routine planning based on the previous year. So this time, okay, the crisis of corona outbreak, we were not knowing anything. Okay, even though in the 2000 document of University Grant Commission, it has been written that 20% of the curriculum in the universities, it is to be covered through the Swayam module, MOOCs module, or the NPTEL modules. Means the 100 मार्क का पेपर अगर होता है, ओके, उसके ऊपर अगर मान लीजिए कि 6 क्रेडिट होते हैं, तो उसमें से 2 क्रेडिट यहाँ से मैप किए जाएंगे. कहाँ से? ऑनलाइन सिस्टम से, ऑनलाइन एजुकेशन से. ओके, बट nowhere in India, in any of the universities, this was implemented, and finally it is being found that, okay, the people are, management are not thinking in a proactive manner, and they have not thought of this thing. But some of the reactive management also, okay, they thought of what is going to happen. They have already judged कि ये जो प्रॉब्लम आया है वो 1 महीने का 2 महीने में सॉल्व नहीं होगा, क्योंकि फ्रांस इज सफरिंग, यूएसए इज सफरिंग, जर्मनी इज सफरिंग, उनके इटली इज सफरिंग, मेनी ऑफ द कोरोना आउटब्रेक. तो ये जो इशू जो है वो जल्दी सॉल्व नहीं होगा, ये क्राइसिस को जो है जल्दी सॉल्व नहीं होगा. देयरफॉर दे हैव बिल्ट अप देयर इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर for online conduction of examination, online offering the class, providing each and everything in an online manner. Okay, and then, okay, previous year whatever the experiences are there, these experiences are not useful in the handling the situation under the COVID, okay, education system. So they have developed strategies and they have overcome this. Okay, I can quote you that foreign universities, they have started looking for students in India. इंडिया के बहुत सारे लोग ऑस्ट्रेलिया, न्यूजीलैंड या यूएसए में पढ़ने जाते हैं. ओके, तो उनको पता चला कि अगर हम लोग इंडियंस को यहाँ बुलाना चाहेंगे, एडमिशन भी करना चाहेंगे, तो भी ड्यू टू द कोरोना आउटब्रेक नोबडी इज रेडी, okay, to move to the California, to move to the Australia for taking the education. then what should be done? Okay, immediately they have come up with the policies. You be in India at your place. Okay, if you are from Nagpur, if you are from Chennai, if you are from the Balarsha, anywhere, okay, take admission in our university, and we will permit you to take up the online classes, okay, online examination, and then final degree will be awarded. So you may have to come once to the California or the Australia only for the 15-20 days. Like these strategies were developed by the universities to deal with the crisis. So therefore, in the crisis management strategies, the proactive management and the reactive management, it is being required. So it is just the beginning, okay, of the new era. Okay, we have to see that the basically the opportunities are there, because threats will be there, risk will be there. Okay, in each business the risk is associated, calculated risk, how it should be taken, how we have to go. Okay, so one example of crisis maybe we have seen the first time. ओके, जैसे कॉलरा या होता था, बहुत सारे लोगों की डेथ होती थी उस महामारी में, शायद हमारे पेरेंट्स ने देखा है। ओके, तो उनका एक्सपीरियंस अभी यहाँ पे काम आ गया, जिनके पेरेंट्स को ये एक्सपीरियंस है, या फिर हमारे लिए दिस इज अ न्यू एक्सपीरियंस ऑफ कोविड-19, that how to deal in the crisis management or how to deal in the crisis. Okay, so hopefully we can come out with the crisis. So finally, education is the manifestation of perfection already in man. This is the quote of the great son of soil, okay, Swami, that education is the manifestation of the perfection already in man. Okay, which means that our job is to provide you the platform where you can explore your talent. Okay, and you are having that kind of potential, all kind of potential to grow in your field and to have the glorious career for you people. Okay, only thing is that you have to work hard, you have to develop the policies, develop the strategies, and try to work. This is my last session in this faculty development program. Let me share you one of the motivational video of Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. So are you able to see?
Yes, yes, get up.
Who gave you bravery? Sir?
Who gave?
Bravery. Braveness.
Courage. Well, see, courage. You know, courage comes from knowledge. Hello, you fellow, ask a question. Look at me. You repeat with me. Knowledge. Repeat. Knowledge is equal to creativity plus righteousness plus courage. Thank you. Last question.
The best brain of the nation may be found from the last benches of the classroom. Sir, could you please tell us what made you to believe in the last bench students?
Repeat your question.
The best brains of the nation may be found from the last benches of the classroom. Could you please tell us what made you to believe in the last bench students?
Because I was the last bench. Sometime on the last bench. Most of the time the first bench. But I felt the last bench, and everybody has got some knowledge. Every human being has got some knowledge. A great teacher, his way of teaching His way of interacting with the student, he doesn't care whether you are the first row or the last row. For him, everybody is a student. For her, everybody is a student. With this, I will say, all of you repeat with me that uh, where there is righteousness in the heart, there is beauty in the character. Beauty in the character, there is harmony in the home. Who will give this righteous in the heart? Before 17 years, after very difficult. When you reach 17, another plus 30, 3 years, 20, you can get righteous in the heart. Righteous in the heart only give 3 people. Who are these 3 people? Yes. You got only 50 marks out of 100. Correct answer is father, mother, in a spiritual environment. Where you are silent. Father, mother, in a spiritual environment. The third person, the great primary school teacher. So friend, wish you all the best. God bless you.
Whether the video was seen, no? Hello?
Yes, sir, it was audible and visible.
Okay. Okay. So, thank you very much for the patience listening. And if you have any kind of doubts, please, that we can take up now. Okay. So, this is what the app which I wanted to show you. Okay. So, so thank you very much for the patience listening. So finally, we conclude that the every human being is having the potential to deal with the crisis. Only thing is that managing the crisis and preparing for it, okay, developing the strategies and the policies, it is very important. And dealing with the crisis and having the courage to deal with the crisis, it is important for all of us. Definitely, we will come out of this crisis which is being created by the pandemic COVID-19, and surely we will grow our organization, grow our institutions. So, thank you, Abhijit. Over to Abhijit.
Yes, thank you so much, sir, for such a wonderful session. The whole concept of how to manage crisis, and especially, in our profession of teaching or training, how with the help of appropriate communication with the students, and how with the use of proper communication tools and crisis management methodologies, how can we manage this current crisis of COVID-19 was really very wonderfully presented by you. And I would personally like to thank you on behalf of I would personally like to thank you, and also on behalf of organizing committee of this faculty development program and Ballarpur Institute of Technology, because this was a much needed session, sir, because everybody is going through crisis. So all of us, we wish to see that silver lining. All of us, we wish to see that there are good days ahead. So a very good presentation where you also shared as to how during this crisis, the challenge of crisis was taken as an opportunity by so many people who have made good business out of it, and which is not very impossible for other faculty members also. You have presented it with the help of your own example, wherein how your own books were published in the form of e-books, and that was one of the ways that your publisher managed to deal with the crisis. So I think it was a very inspiring session for all of us, especially the video which was shared in the end of Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. wherein he has, very specifically stated that the teachers are the people who are responsible for building strong character, which can bring harmony in the home. And to do that, the righteousness is to be inculcated, which can be done. He referred only to primary teachers, but I suppose that was a message for all the teachers. So thank you very much for such a wonderful session, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Now to all the attendees, it is a humble request to please fill in the feedback forms. The link to share the feedback forms will be shared shortly on the WhatsApp group. And now we will take a short break from 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. and we will resume our session at 5 p.m. All of you are requested to please join us by 4:55 p.m. so that we will be able to start our session at sharp 5 p.m. The link which will be shared on WhatsApp group now to fill in the feedback form will remain open till 11 p.m. tonight. So please fill in the feedback form prior to 11 p.m. tonight. And join us by 4:55 p.m. You can join us back again using this very same link which was shared in the morning, the one which you have used to join now. The same link can be used to join us back at 4:55 p.m. Thank you very much.